There's another great question, and a reminder. You also said last time we would talk about the origins of the force field around Earth, the grid. You remember you said the Andromedans used to park in the grid and ripple it around.
Well, they burn holes in it, yeah. And other ships are doing the same thing, and it's obviously collapsing. And because they're having to expend other resources in other areas, and this is why humanity is waking up for this very reason. And more fifth density information, upper fourth density information is coming in. There is some speculation that this is why CERN is trying to open up a portal into lower fourth density, is to flood it again with this negative field, because all this positive field is coming in from higher levels of this higher levels of spiritual information is coming in. And this is why scientists are playing in an area that they have no idea what they're really doing. I have no doubt that we're going to evolve and we're going to move into a higher field. Absolutely no doubt whatsoever. It's just getting from where we are now to that place, okay? Because we're still having to deal with many negative entities and many fields of negativity that have been created to block positive energy, positive field, spiritual knowledge from coming in. And they are in these blocks are mainly belief systems that humanity has been fed about itself. Those are the blockages that this higher spiritual knowledge is having to break through, such as we're a pool of chemicals that was an accident. We are all sinful creatures that, if we make a mistake in spiritual evolution, whatever that looks like, we're all going to be damned to hell. And the list goes on and on and on, that we're not worthy of joy and happiness, that, we're meant to be financial slaves. These are all belief systems that are like brick walls. They were put there in purpose, in purpose to keep ourselves imprisoned, in self-imprisonment by these archaic belief systems. I've used this analogy, this metaphor once before, and it's about the crab fisherman, who was on a pier and he's catching crabs. And this young boy walks up and he's watching the fisherman rather, and he's pulling the crabs out of the net and he's putting them in a big bucket. Well, some of the crabs get very close to the top and they're almost about to fall, to get out of the bucket. And the young boy says to the fisherman, he goes, "Sir, he's going to get away." And the fisherman doesn't even look at the boy. He just shakes his head and says, "No, they won't." And he goes, "Well, yeah, he's right there." He goes, "No, the others will pull him back. They will pull him back into the bucket." And sure enough, that's what happens. Okay? So people who are in negative field police each other to make sure that no one else gets out of that field. Okay? And this is the subtlety of it. We've created this fence ourselves. We've put ourselves in this bucket because we refuse to see ourselves in a different way. And we are stuck in this mindset, or majority of people are stuck in this mindset that this is who they are and this is what it is. When in fact, nothing could be further from the truth. Okay? Their reality is this, when it literally could be limitless. The problem is they're not willing to take a risk and let go of the past and start building something that's new, that's freer, that is beyond limits. People are getting there. I'm sure we all know people who 10 years ago were like so close to this and acted like assholes. And now they're catching up. They're like asking all the right questions. They're seeing things that are different now. They are coming to a perspective about themselves. Some of them are even learning to meditate or are meditating. They're spending time in nature where 10 years ago they couldn't be bothered. We all know people like this. So this is what encourages me to know that the wall is falling and people are getting this information. It is transforming them from the inside. So I know a very positive future awaits humanity. Now, whether I'm going to be around to see it, or I don't know, but I know that future generations are going to be free of the shit that we've had to deal with and that we're confronting. I feel good knowing that it's our generation now, or the generations on Earth now, that are literally changing the position in the field of Earth, and we are moving in a totally different direction. And I am incredibly honored to be a part of that shift. And all of you should as well be honored. I mean, just the fact that you hold the energy of light here, and you do, it is more valuable than you know.